Pixar's latest is here. Let's talk about it. So Elemental is the latest animated film from Pixar in which we follow two characters, Ember and Wade, as they live in a place called Elemental City. However, Ember is a fire elemental and Wade is a water elemental, and there is a huge caveat when these two meet. They're told that elements do not mix, in particular fire and water. However, when Ember and Wade do meet up, they do discover that, hey, what do water and fire have in common? I am a massive fan of Pixar. As a matter of fact, Pixar, I believe, is still making some of the best animated films out there today. I mean, there are so many classics that Pixar has got its named, like, for example, Up, WALL-E, Inside Out, Toy Story, Coco, Soul, Monsters, Inc. I mean, the things that Pixar has done ever since its inception has been absolutely amazing. And here's the thing to you guys. Pixar is so good that there's only really maybe 2 films from Pixar that I dislike, them being Brave and Cars 2. Everything else that Pixar has done, I have really enjoyed. But here's the thing, guys. Elemental is one of the first Pixar films that when I saw the trailer, I just thought, I am not too sure how I feel about this. So, I mean, despite me loving the majority of their catalog, Elemental just didn't quite grab me when I first saw the trailer. It looked okay, it looked decent, but nothing about this film in particular really made me stand out, even though I love Pixar. So, as you guys can imagine, walking into my screening of Elemental, I expected nothing from Elemental. I mean, the trailers didn't sell me at all, but Pixar is known for making some great quality stuff. I went into Elemental with optimism, thinking, hey, you know what? The trailers didn't grab me, they didn't sell me, but hey, maybe the movie will surprise me. And guys, I'm happy to say that while Pixar's Elemental is going to stand up there with, let's say, Toy Story, WALL-E, Finding Nemo, Inside Out, I still think that Elemental is a very well done and a very charming Pixar film. If I remember correctly, I think this might be their first film where it's an animated romantic comedy. The biggest no crap statement of the entire year is when it comes down to the animation, Pixar's animation here is still absolutely amazing. But something in particular that I loved about the animation is how the character designs looked, especially the elements, like the fire element, I thought looked really cool. The water element, I thought looked really cool. The earth elemental, the air elementals, but in particular, I was really just impressed with how they mixed these really cool designs of all the characters with the almost photoreal animation that Pixar has been known for. The voice acting all around is absolutely terrific, but for me, the standouts are obviously Ember and Wade's voice actors, to which I am so sure I remember their names. I'll put their names right here. But I thought they were great in this film. I thought Wade was really funny, giving a lot more laughs than I expected, and their chemistry together is so darn good. I'm hoping they were in a voice booth together, being able to banter off together, because if so, it would make the most sense of how great they were together. And I also thought that the voice actor for Ember's father was terrific, giving some great moments of heart and humor in there as well. And Ember's mother I thought was great. Wade's family, there is a great scene of them that I was really laughing really hard at. You guys will know when you see it. But the voice acting I thought was really good. The start of this film didn't grab me right away, as I was definitely, like I said, intrigued and interested. But Elemental's like first 5 to 10 minutes, it just didn't hit with me for some reason. But as the film goes along, it's a film that only gets better and better, and it ended on such a strong note where I did get teary-eyed. I didn't expect it to go the place it did. I mean, there are some parts I'll get into later on with my issues with the movie, but as far as an overall film goes, while the beginning is particularly great, it's a film that around the halfway mark, it grabbed me, it absorbed me, and as soon as it ended, I just turned to my boss and I just went, that was really good. Like, that was really good. Gotta talk about the musical score by Thomas Newman. Thomas Newman's score in this movie is just beautiful. I mean, he's just one of those composers that when you hear the music, you just think, how is this music so good? And as soon as you see the credits, you just think, No wonder why the music was so good. It's done by Thomas freaking Newman. Do I think that Elemental will stand up there with Pixar's classic? Unfortunately, no, because there are unfortunately a fair share of issues with Elemental. Elemental just doesn't have a great start to a story, even though it does pick up much later on along, I want to say, the 45-minute mark, line around the halfway mark. There are certain aspects where the story is kind of predictable, like, for example, there's a particular thing that happens in this movie, and the moment that it happened, I just went, okay, this is definitely going to lead somewhere, and I was definitely right. There's a couple of themes in Elemental that I don't think were as explored as they could have been. Like, there's some things that the story brings up that they're kind of just, I feel like, forgotten about, and there are some themes that I totally see what they were going for, absolutely, but at the same time, they weren't as well thought out, or they weren't as well fleshed as they could have been. Elemental was a movie that I wasn't expecting anything out of. The trailers just did not grab me at all, but I still went into this film with the utmost optimism. Pixar's Elemental is a movie that charmed me, it surprised me, it's a very well done film, it's entertaining, and while it won't stand on it, at least in my eyes, with Pixar's classics, I still think that as an overall film, it is a big surprise and a charming film for the entire family. So all in all, I'm going to give Elemental a 3.5 out of 5. I was more than charmed by this movie, guys. This movie surprised the heck out of me, and it is easily going to be one of my biggest surprises of 2023. So comment down below and let me know, out of everything that you've seen from 2023, what is your biggest surprise that you've seen from this year so far? Let me know below. If you guys want to follow me on social media, I'm on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, and I'm also on Twitch. So if you guys want to follow me on all those social media platforms, all the links in the usernames are in the description below. I hope you all enjoyed my review of Elemental. If so, please hit that like button, also subscribe, and don't forget that notification bell for my latest review goes live. If you guys want to see my previous 2 reviews, please click it to the left or right side of the screen. And of course, when my next review video goes live, I will see you all next time.